everyone, and welcome to Bixby's Tales. We're your hosts, Dolly Coulter and Bert Anderson. Our show is being brought to you by members of WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, along with KLAV 1230 AM radio.
Bixby's kids travel the globe over faraway lands and seas. The cavern train will take us anywhere where your imagination runs free. The adventure tree requires a key that hangs around the neck of our dog.
I'm Bixby!
And over magical sights we'll see, inviting you to come along. Bixby's Tales, Bixby's Tales, Bixby's Tales, inviting you to come along.
It's a surprise!
It's a surprise!
Bixby's Tales, Bixby's Tales, Bixby's Tales, inviting you to come along, inviting you to come along, inviting you to come along.
This story has been completely copywritten. All rights reserved because we say so. Permission to utilize must be obtained by the authors because they say so. Failure to do so will result in an unsightly, irritating red rash all over the body, with itchy, watery eyes and a spastic colon. Need we say more?
Hello? Is this thing on? It's my first day. Am I too close to the microphone? Well, you don't have to be so mean about it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bixby's Tales. Today's segment is called Fable Tale Chat with your hosts, Bixby the dog and Mother Goose.
How'd I do? Was that all right? Oh, we're still recording? Sorry.
Hello to all of my listeners, and welcome to Bixby's Tales. Today's segment is called Fable Tale Chat, and today we're coming to you live via satellite from an undisclosed location. Oh, it sounds ominous, doesn't it? Well, I'm your host, Mother Goose, and I have a very, very special show for you today. And I want you all to know that Bixby the dog is not here in the studio with me because he is on location. But he is in the train station of the magical cavern. And so let's see if we can get him on the line. Hello, Bixby. Can you hear me? Wag your tail if you can hear me. Hello?
Hello, Mother Goose. Yeah, you probably can't see my tail, but I am wagging. Welcome. How are you? Hello to all the listeners out there, too.
Bixby, I'm so glad that we have this wonderful connection. I just love this new technology. Now, could you please explain to all of our listeners why you are reporting from the cavern?
Well, some people think this is pretty amazing, but I am a dog, a canine, you know, and I can only talk when I'm in the cavern.
Now, that sounds like magic.
Well, it is magic. The only time I can talk is when I'm in the cavern. Otherwise, I'm like sounding like a dog. Roo, 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 roo.
Well, Bixby, your barking is adorable, but I'm glad you're in the cavern so we can all understand you. Now, I will be getting back to you, but right now, I'm going to begin the show with our very special guest today. So you just sit and stay, and I'll be right back.
On today's program, we have many wonderful surprise guests. And in the studio, we have Reginald P. Wolfinato, also known as, or AKA, the Big Bad Wolf. Reginald has been in hiding since he turned state's evidence on what will be the most talked about crime story of the century. The famous Little Red Riding Hood, a.k.a. also known as Tessa Payne, and her grandmother, Ingrid Payne. Welcome, Mr. Wolfinato. Let's start at the beginning, shall we?
Oh, thank you, Mother Goose. It's nice to be here, but please call me Reggie.
Oh, all right then. Reggie, what happened that day at Grandma's house? The tabloids and the paparazzi have gone insane.
Well, you don't have to tell me about it. Anyway, the day started out fine. I went to work as usual.
All right. And now, first, why would a lone wolf be going to Grandma's house in the first place?
Look, I am a law-abiding, respectable business wolf, and every Wednesday my company makes grocery deliveries to the alleged shut-ins in the village near the forest.
Oh, I see. Well, what happened next, Reggie?
Well, I arrived at her house, which is really isolated and in the middle of nowhere, and I knocked on the door. I pushed the buzzer. I announced who I was. And she said, "Come in." I did. And then it all happened so fast. And then the knife, and she came running toward me. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Oh, Reggie, calm down. It's all right. You are safe here. Oh, could someone in the studio please bring Mr. Wolf a bowl of water, please?
Thank you.
Yes, okay, just calm down.
I'm fine.
Take a few laps, okay? All right.
It was a trap. She planned it out for months. She was not the helpless grandma the media is making her out to be. Oh, no.
Okay, now, what do you mean, Reggie? After all, you are a wolf, and she was alone in her cottage, a helpless invalid.
Says who? She was jumping around like Jordan Weber in the Olympics. Okay, look, she put up a good front for years and had the whole village fooled. Did you know she was an ex-circus performer and an expert knife thrower?
No, I did not know that.
And a trapeze artist?
No, I didn't.
Did you know that?
No.
She chased me all around the cottage until we finally ended up outside in the woods where she...
Okay.
Where she...
Take a deep breath. Deep breath.
She cut off my tail.
Oh.
My beautiful tail.
Oh, no.
I know. I was in shock. I couldn't believe what was happening. And just when she was ready to finish me off, there was a loud bang behind us. And she looked up, and in that split second, I got up and I ran away as fast as I could. Luckily, Snow White was passing through in her coach, and she took me to the village hospital.
Well, thank goodness for that. Now, Reggie... no one has heard from Grandma Ingrid or Tessa Red for days now. Now, if you didn't do anything to them, then where are they? Comments, Reggie?
I don't know where they are. I don't care, really. It's all a setup. They want you to think I did something. It's all a huge conspiracy. Grandma Ingrid is the head of a notorious grandma syndicate. They hate wolves, and they sell our skins and tails on WIMA and the Black Forest Market. She's pure evil. You gotta believe me.
Oh, I've heard about that WIMA. Well, Reggie, listen, take your time, collect your thoughts, because I can see that our call line is blinking. And, whenever we go on these locations, I just can't ever find the phone.
Do you need to get that?
Could someone find the phone for me, please? I have these callers waiting. Oh, dear. Okay, all right. I think I found it. Okay, fine. Here we are. All right. Thank you. Okay, thank you. You're on the air. I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ciao. My name is Stefano Wolfenado. I just wanted to say that my cousin Reggie is a great friend, a model citizen. We work together at Lavella's Magical Foods. He's always on time. He pays his union dues, has impeccable hygiene, flosses after every meal, and in my opinion, it's a setup. Grandmama framed him. Hey, after all, we are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Hey, Reg, tell him about the 3 little pigs.
Oh, well, he just hung up. I mean,
Well, that's my cousin, Stefano.
Yeah, Mr. Stefano, you're still on the line. Okay, thank you.
Is he?
He was
Stefano?
trying to call, and
Hello. And if you're just tuning in, we're your hosts, Dolly and Bert, and you're listening to Bixby's Tales, brought to you by the members of WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, and KLAV 1230 AM Radio.
Hi, this is Sandy Kastel with WIMA, WIMA, Women in Music and Arts, Las Vegas's #1 women's organization for scholarships in the arts. Discover how we are making a difference by supporting the arts and providing scholarships today to develop the artists of tomorrow. Learn the tools and techniques available to develop creativity and pursue your passion with segments from our Empowering Women workshops. Join me Wednesdays at noon for Women in Music and Arts, Las Vegas's #1 women's organization for scholarships in the arts. Hello, this is Sandy Kastel with Women in Music and Arts. Join Dolly Coulter and Bert Anderson for Bixby's Tales every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. on KLAV 1230 AM radio. Sponsored by WIMA, Women in Music and Arts. Join junior roving reporters Joey and Henry and their credible dog Bixby for adventures all over the globe. That's Bixby's Tales with Dolly Coulter and Bert Anderson, Saturday mornings at 9:30 a.m. on KLAV 1230 AM radio. See you there.
thank you, caller. You have quite a cousin there, Reggie. Well, we're going to have to wait for the court to decide if someone is presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Oh, sure.
Okay, well then, Reggie, would you like to comment on what your cousin said?
Well, absolutely. The 3 little pigs? Well, first off, I wasn't even in town when their houses were destroyed. Now, come on. Do you think a wolf can actually huff and puff and blow a house down? I mean, really, that is ludicrous.
Okay, well, it is a little ludicrous. I always thought that myself. So my information here says that the late Arnold Wolfenado was partially to blame. Now, would you comment on that, please?
Oh, certainly. My brother Arnold Wolfenado, may he rest in peace, was the contractor that 3 little pigs had hired for the remodeling job. And he told them that the first 2 houses were not sound and would not survive the storm, much less the tornado that happened in the weeks that followed. But did they listen? No. They even tried to bribe him to overlook the state of the houses, and he said, "No way!"
Well, my sources tell me that there was a very large insurance payment made out to the 3 little pigs shortly after the tornado in the neighborhood of 6 figures.
And who was the claim investigator on that case?
Well, let me find it. Hold on a minute. Well, according to my records, it says G.I. Payne, ID number 25601.
Aha! Grandma Ingrid Payne. Does that name ring a bell? Can't you see what's happening here? My brother disappeared shortly after that. And where is Grandma Payne? Something is really fishy now, Mother Goose.
So what? Now let me see. Grandma Ingrid worked as an insurance investigator as well. Reggie, that is not a crime.
Oh, no, just wait. It gets better. The intrigue, the payoffs to herself, and the other folks she was paying off, and all because my brother wouldn't cooperate.
Oh, Reggie, I'm so sorry, but you're going to have to hold that thought. We have to go to a commercial. don't go away. This next commercial, everyone, is brought to you by Lavella's Magical Foods. They are the best foods in the world. And we also have Fairy Glennis Blossom and Chef, I always try to say his name properly because it's French, Chef Francois. See how good I am? He is going to be giving you his very, very favorite secret recipes. So tune in. Here they are.
Glennis Blossom, FFC. That stands for Fairy First Class. And I'm coming to you from Chef Francois' Doodle's Magical Kitchen. Hey there, Chef Francois.
It is Francois.
Oh, pardonnez-moi. Darn, I'm just gonna have to call you Frenchie.
Please don't.
Oh, I will. Today's special is a fairy doodle pie from a very secret old recipe. Chef Francois, this is the most delightful pie I have ever tasted in my whole wee fairy life.
Well, merci beaucoup. It is still Francois, s'il vous plaît. But call me Chef Doodles. Much easier. To make my not-so-secret doodle pie, this is what you will need.
Oh, excuse me, Frenchie. Could you maybe say that like one more time? I think it sounded like you said a bad word.
What do you mean? Okay. To make my not-so-secret doodle pie, this is what you will need.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay, but you know what I was just thinking?
What is that?
You know, this is such an old recipe, and it's so secret. Why don't we just have all of our listeners and our fans go to our page on Facebook, and they can just write it down and cook it up?
I think that's a marvelous idea.
Me too.
That would be Bixby's Tales on Facebook.
And for those of you that don't speak French, that's Bixby's Tales on Facebook.
That's what I said.
But it didn't sound like that.
It must be my accent.
No, I know, it just sometimes you talk funny. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is Bert Anderson inviting you to join us for Bixby's Tales every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. KLAV, 12:30 a.m. on your dial. Tune in and join us. Thanks.
Hello, this is Sandy Kastel with Women in Music and Arts. Come join our hosts Dolly Coulter and Bert Anderson every Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. for Bixby's Tales, featuring our two junior roving reporters, Joey and Henry, and their fabulous dog Bixby, for adventures all over the globe on KLAV 1230 AM radio, sponsored by the WIMA members. You can find out more about the WIMA Foundation at wimafoundation.org and womeninmusicandarts.com. That's Bixby's Tales with Dolly Coulter and Bert Anderson, Saturday mornings at 9:30 a.m. on KLAV 1230 AM radio. See you there.
And we're back. And thank you, Chef and Glennis. Boy, they're quite a team, aren't they?
I think so.
Well, such a language barrier there. Well, listeners, I am speaking with Reggie Wolfinato, a.k.a. also known as the Big Bad Wolf. Now, Reggie, the literary world and movie industry has been bombarded with the images of wolves being portrayed as evil, vicious killers. Wolves that change their form at will and have a voracious appetite for blood and destruction. Ooh, I think I scared myself. And some are even the size of a horse or a tiger. Now, what are your thoughts on that?
Team Jacob rules. Get it?
Well, actually, I was a Team Edward, so...
Really? But
sorry.
Seriously, that is Hollywood for you. Humans need to have a villain, so why not pick on a poor, defenseless wolf? The Wolfman Part 1, 2, 3, Teen Wolf, Wolf and I Was a Teenage Werewolf, The Howling... My personal favorite, Wolfman from Outer Space. These are just fictional stories.
Well, Reggie, I do see your point. But is there any truth to it at all?
Well, none whatsoever. Why do stepmothers always have a wicked or an evil before their names? And witches and trolls and black cats? And why do they all get such a bad rap?
Well, I don't know, Reggie. Perhaps the old saying, where there is smoke, there is fire. I mean, need I say more? Oh, my goodness. I can see that our call line is lighting up again like a Christmas tree. But before we go to our callers, we have, yes, we do, a very special guest dropping by to say hello. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Princess Snow White Ferdinand, a.k.a. also known as Princess Charming. Let's go to those phones now.
We interrupt this program for an important announcement. Princess Snow White is missing. She was last seen near the Mother Goose Studios in the village. Anyone with any information is asked to call the constable immediately. That is all. Where is Snow White? Will Reggie get a book deal? Will Glennis and Chef Doodle ever understand each other? And will Mother Goose ever find where she parked her car? Very funny, Philip.
Well, that's our adventure today. Join us next week right here on KLAV 1230 AM radio every Saturday at 9:30 in the morning. Join us for Bixby's Tales. You can find us on Facebook and on WIMA, Women in Music and Arts. This is Dolly Coulter and Bert Anderson signing off and telling you all to have an adventurous day.
Bixby's kids travel the globe over faraway lands and seas. The cavern train will take us anywhere where your imagination runs free. The adventure tree requires a key that hangs around the neck of our dog.
Time, Bixby!
And over magical sights we'll see, inviting you to come along. Bixby's Tales, Bixby's Tales, Bixby's Tales, inviting you to come along.
Wow, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it, Bert?
That was. Where is Snow White?
I have no idea.
She was supposed to be here.
We're going to have to tune in next week and find out.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I hate to say this, but I think I might have a little bit of a wolf allergy. I feel a little stuffy since...
Really?
Yeah, since Reggie
was
left the
very
studio.
careful to brush everything before he left.
Yeah,
so.
I know. Hey, you want to tell everybody a couple of things over here?
Sure.
First of all, we'd like to let you know that you can go to our website on Facebook, and there's going to be about 4 questions that we would like everyone to go ahead and answer. Now, this is for little kids and for big kids. Go ahead and go there, and you can answer the questions. And do you want to read what they are right now?
Sure, and that's Bixby's Tales on Facebook.com. Okay, the first question is, who was the host of Fable Tale Chat? Okay, the second one is, what is Chef Doodle's first name? Who is Reginald? That's number 3. And number 4 is, who is the missing guest from the show?
Great. Now we want to remind you all that we are streaming live at KLAV1230am.com. So you can check out the show there, Bixby's Tales. We are also on Vegas AllNet Radio. We have a very special guest in the house with us, too, Miss Sandy Kastel.
Hi there.
Hi, Sandy. Sandy has a show here, and we are members all of WIMA. Sandy's show airs at 12 noon every Wednesday. And if you want any information on WIMA, just go to info@WIMA, Women in Music and Arts.
Actually, anybody can come on and sign in, and they can let us know if they have any questions or if they'd like to give a shout out to somebody, one of their friends maybe that's in the hospital, or if they want to send a happy birthday wish, they can do that at info@WIMA-womeninmusicandArts.com.
And you know what? We do have someone. Let's go ahead and send a nice shout out to Linda Garza and her family at Sunrise Hospital. We love you, Linda. God bless you.
Get well fast.
Thanks, everybody, and we are signing off.
Bye.
Bye.
Bixby's kids travel the globe over faraway lands and seas. The cavern train will take us anywhere where your imagination runs free. The adventure tree requires a key that hangs around the neck of our dog.
Time, Bixby!
And over magical sights we'll see, inviting you to come